So I went back through this based on the price action, and I think that this is actually the end of the third wave or a C wave right here at the gap fill. So it did finally get down into here. And if I were to guess which one it is, I would say it's a third wave based on the price action. You can see here, sometimes I get a little lazy without going. You go down to the 1 minute, you have to be good at figuring out, like, some of these candles are really weird. So I'll show you here in a second. So third wave is right here, little bounce, fifth wave down. That's wave 1. Then we get a wave 2 bounce, pretty standard. Then this is where it gets tricky. This threw me off a little bit. This is a deep fourth wave. So we get something in here, 1, 2. Then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bounce for the fourth wave. And then, so this is all one wave right here. This is overall 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this wave right here threw me off as well because of all this choppiness. But this right here is just a giant second wave. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see here that the 1.61 fib is right at the gap fill, and that's exactly where we hit. So I think that's a third wave or a C wave. But you can see how this can throw you off, because this move right here in the morning, straight up, but I think that was actually a C wave. So this was right here, A, B, C, like that. And then this was 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. If it comes down here and breaks below 238.92, it could potentially be a B wave of this bounce. But if you're wanting this to go up and be a C wave, it's got to be an impulse move. If it's not an impulse move, then, well, it's more than likely got to be an impulse move. That's why I'm leaning towards this being a 5-wave move. So at this point, for how far it's dropped, I guess it could still be a 4th wave, but it's a pretty deep drop and a pretty impulsive drop too. So I would lean this is the 5 waves. It'd probably come down here to 228. This right here is $16. So yeah, maybe a bounce to 244. And then $16 down to 228. That's the first possibility. That's a 5-wave move. That would be wave 1. That would probably be finished by tomorrow or Monday. And then we would bounce into Robotaxi. So we would go like this. I guess Robotaxi is next week. We'd probably do something like this. I would imagine this would be finished by tomorrow if it happens. So Robotaxi would be pretty steep bounce like this. Get everybody bullish again. And then after it's over with, drop. Or if this is an ABC move, then we start going up here. We go like that. So it's either a 4th wave is complete, heading up, or we're going to bounce to like 244 and then head down here to 228, and that's going to be wave 1. And then what I talked about like months ago, coming down here to 160, is back in play, because now you're at wave 1 here, you bounce. Wave 3 is probably coming down here to like 190, 200, bounce, and you can see how it can work out. Let's see where the 1.61 fib is. 1.61 fib is at 208. So then if it came up here, let's say it retraced to let's just say the 0.5 fib, so 246. I guess there's a gap here, so it might come up here to 258 for a second wave. That's the 0.78 fib. So potentially 258. And we came all the way down from 258 down to 208. Bounced to 220. And then we'd probably aim for 190. And that would complete A, B, C, like that. Or it comes all the way down here to 160. It hits this parallel line and completes the D wave, or the E wave. And then it goes up. So you can see how this can spiral out of control really fast. And if you're not switch your mindset quickly from bullish to bearish, then you're going to get smoked because you're going to sit there and be like, why is this going down? And then before you know it, it's already completed this move down and you're way underwater. So I'm still holding some shares that I bought. My average is probably 245. So I'm going to see here. I might have to take a loss, but we're going to find out what happens here on the fourth wave, or are we going to go up? So I would expect this to maybe last through the end of the day, maybe early morning tomorrow, and then sell off if it's going to be a fifth wave, or we just go up. And right now, based on what I see, doesn't look that bullish to me. It looks like it potentially is starting maybe a B wave. Could this be the end of the fourth wave? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a little bit longer than 20 minutes. It's probably going to be a couple of hours. So I would imagine we get something like this for a move. Let's see where the 1.61 fib is. So 243 is the 1.61 fib. Let's see if they give us an impulse move. I kind of hope they give us an impulse move so we can run into Robotaxi. But fourth wave or fifth wave is very probable here, especially because everyone is going to think that that's it. You got the 50 down here at 222 as well. So if it does break below this, and it hits this gap fill right here, you might actually see it go lower than that to 223. So that's my thoughts on Tesla right now. Let's see what happens the rest of the day. Pivotal spot. Can it come up here to like 244, 245? We're going to find out here soon.